Welcome to the best of TV Burp. Man sings Ooh Bra My Foot song on May the Best House Win. Jamie Oliver in drag and on the pull on economy gastronomy.
Think Italian, think sexy, think beach, sexy, yeah.
And Neil Hamilton finally works out his place in the pecking order on Celebrity Hens and Stags.
And welcome to a Red 7 hen weekend.
Right.
You're going to be in trouble.
What's he doing here if it's hens?
Am I the token cock?
Yes, you are. Dear, oh dear. I must say it's nice to see Emma Bunton join the judges on Dancing on Ice.
I'll tell you who I want, who I really, really want. Emma Bunton!
Hiya. And I do like Jason's new necktie.
He always takes care to give us stuff.
Yeah, that is nice. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can I get a necktie like Jason on Dancing on Ice? Well, what you need is one of these, an old VHS tape. And you pull it out like that. You pull it out. You pull it out like that. You scrunch it all out like that. And look at that. Yeah. And for a fraction of the price that Jason paid. Dr. Hilary Jones was in a pickle. You see, being a doctor turned out to be a bit of a hindrance.
I feel like he's frightened to fall. Because obviously being a doctor, he knows what he can do.
I could tear a meniscus in my knee, I could fracture my femur, I rupture a cruciate ligament, break an ankle.
Yeah, he could dislocate his patella, rupture his Achilles tendon, fall forward and suffer a compound fracture of the olecranon process, fracture the scaphoid bone in his wrist, which, if not treated correctly, could result in bone necrosis and chronic pain. Rupture his spleen, the stress could cause a duodenal ulcer, heart attack, stroke. Resultant prolonged bed rest could result in pneumonia or bed sores, possibly an MRSA infection. Or he could have a series of mini-strokes resulting in a form of dementia. Let's hope he's okay. Let's hope he's okay. Is it me, or has Ray Mears done something with his hair?
Perhaps more importantly,
Looking good, girlfriend. I do like Ray, but I'm not sure he's the best person to front this year's anti-drink drive campaign. Do you?
stop, think, maybe even have a drink.
Stop, think, maybe even have a drink. Fancy a jar? Why not take the car? Which brings us to our TV expert of the week.
TV expert of the week.
Snow is a strange material. If I were to take my hand and put it into the snow, it's going to come out freezing cold.
10 years younger this week featured beauty therapist Samantha, who, after her facelift, reckoned she looked like someone famous.
Do you want to look at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my God, I look like Amy Winehouse.
They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. I ain't got the time. But if my daddy thinks I'm fine, they tried to make me go to rehab, but I don't go. But the person with the biggest challenge was ex-Navy lad David Yule, who was registering age reactions from the public previously never heard of.
OK, brace yourself.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I think it looks about 60.
Looks like you probably smoked a few too many cigarettes.
I think between 85.
Skin. 85?
I think he looks like 90.
85 and 90? That's a bit harsh. He may look a bit older than he should, but Dave's main problem is those teeth, which do make him look a bit two-faced.
I think his skin looks really wrinkly. I don't think he's ever seen a dentist.
He could have a conversation with himself. Hello, David. How are you? Oh, not so bad. You see Dancing on Ice at the weekend? Yeah, not so good now, togged out. Not. Who's there? Morrissey. Morrissey who? The more I see you, the more I want you. Funny. You get the idea with that. Yeah, what's the most treacherous golf course you've ever played on?
Over the next 3 days, we'll climb over a series of vast canyons. Our route will take us across the beautiful but treacherous Salar de Atacama, the famous Chilean salt plains. We'll then spend 3 days steadily climbing to reach our base camp at the foot of the Corona volcano. Before we attempt to summit its 17,000 foot peak.
Of course not. No, this was the route taken by Ben Fogle and co. on his Extreme Dreams venture on BBC Two. Ben was very much leading from the front and was full of advice for his rookie rock climbers.
We must now traverse a perilous ledge with a 1,000-foot drop on either side.
Just be careful when you've got some of the steeper bits that you don't slip off.
Thanks for that, Ben. And what do you do in the case of a rock fall?
What I'd suggest is, because we don't know how much of this is going to give way underfoot, if we can just one person up at a time, and if big rocks start coming down, one of us, whoever sees it, shout rock.
Just shout rock. Yeah, I wasn't shouting rock, right? If I was shouting it, you'd know. It would be like this. Rock! Yes, Ben was... Stop throwing rocks! Ben was full of advice. I couldn't help thinking he was talking up the risks a bit.
Again, be really careful of loose stuff. If you fall, guys, which some of us will at some stage, I'd go onto your bum.
Seconds later, my words come back to haunt me.
Oh no, he's falling! And relax. Yeah, it seemed that because no one actually got hurt, Ben had to exaggerate even minor mishaps.
Hayden makes it safely to the other side, and Desi's next to cross. But she's worried that the rocks are unstable. As the rock gives way, Desi gets a dunking in the icy water.
Not quite a dunking, was it? More just getting her feet a bit wet. But when they got to the top of the hill, it was all worth it.
As we reach the top of the canyon, a tantalising sight comes into view.
Not. Freaky eaters now, addicted to chocolate, in which we were introduced to Rachel Renton and family, who all seem to have a bit of a sweetie habit.
In an average month, binge eater Rachel consumes 300 chocolate bars, 100 bags of crisps, 90 cakes, 90 bottles of Coke, and 75 packets of sweets.
Sweets!
Dad's crunchies. He takes 3 a day to work for his breaks at work.
I love me crunchies.
Crunchies!
She thinks I don't know, but she nicked all my chewy bars the other day.
Chewy bars! Like all addicts, though, Rachel hides her habit in the most unusual places. Take these minstrels.
I have them in my bedroom because somewhere where I hide my binges. I hide from my family because I know what it can see.
That's the beauty of minstrels. They melt in your mouth, not in your groin. Don't try it with revels, though. Mind you, it does explain the way she's walking. Still got 1 or 2 minstrels down there, I think. Good job it wasn't a crunchy. Now, she's under a lot of pressure. Perhaps it's pre-minstrel tension. It's a joke! No, he's done a joke! Now, what would be the obvious psychological way to overcome someone's addiction to chocolate? That's right, tie it to a crane on a bungee rope. And to prove that I'm not addicted to chocolate, while you're watching this clip, I'm going to have one of my crunchies. Oh, she's dropped a minstrel. Minstrel. Things got pretty complicated relationship-wise on the soaps this week.
You slept with your son's grandmother, Terry.
So you decided, to make yourself feel better, you'd sleep with your daughter's husband.
My daughter's having underage sex with your boyfriend's grandson.
You could have caught her in bed with Daddy.
Is it true that you had a sexual relationship with your sister?
I can't believe it's like Jean.
Jean? She's not your mother-in-law.
It's a complete mess. Then you've got Dev and Sunita. He's got 3 kids already. Who should get custody of the twins? What would be the best way to sort it all out?
There is one thing we could do,
What's that?
but we'd both have to do it together, you and me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anything to make our lives better.
We could go on Trisha.
That's right. Get him on Trisha.
Good morning, and today it's my dad had a fling with a psychopathic lawyer before marrying his shop assistant who gave birth to twins and then found out he had 3 other kids by various women. Now, we say hello to Dev, who runs a chain of 7 corner shops in the Manchester area, although we've only ever actually seen one of them. Nevertheless, please welcome Dev. Hi, Dev.
Trisha.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, babe. Hey, you're looking great.
Yeah, right. OK, now, I want to come to the twins. Who do you think the twins are going to be better off with, you or Sunita? I think the best thing we can do is get you and Sunita talking about this to work it out. So please welcome Sunita.
Actually, Trisha, you know, there's only one way to find out.
We'll see you after the break.